Thank you all for joining us this evening. We'll start first with tight end Tommy Tremble. So if you do have a question, please go ahead and raise your hand. Tommy, your first question will be from Len Clark.
Hi, Tommy. Just some reflections on the game today. And I know this isn't your senior year, but what's the biggest thing you take away from the senior leadership on this team?
Well, a bunch of the seniors really stepped up this year, taught me what it is to be mature and, expect and use my role to the fullest. And a lot of people taught us, Book, Javon, Ben, everyone, the O-line, everyone was a part of it. And I'm just glad that they were able to really show us a way this year.
We'll go next to Tom Noy.
Tommy, what's most impressive about Ian Book, the way he's able to extend plays and do what he does?
Well, Ian Book, he's just a ball player, man. He just does stuff that nobody can imagine really doing. And, like we said, all-time winningest quarterback in Notre Dame. He's a baller, man.
We'll go next to Eric Hansen.
Tommy, the running game had some issues early in the game, and then you guys were able to break loose a little bit later. I know you love blocking. What were some of the adjustments you were able to make to spring the running backs?
We really came together after the first quarter and weren't really happy with where our performance was. And when we banded together, we refocused, pretending it never happened and just went on to the next play. And you saw the outcome of that. We got back to having a strong run game again.
We'll go next to Patrick Engel.
Hey, Tommy, in watching Ian and Javon kind of develop the connection that they've had all year, and we obviously saw tonight, what have you noticed that has just gotten those guys more comfortable in practice and in games as they've now gotten to work with each other a lot?
And that's what I would definitely go on is just them being able to work with each other all the time, before practice, after practice. They're always, if they want to work on a throw, they're staying after and practicing it. And that was one thing they really wanted to work on was the deep balls. And you saw today, Javon and Book, that was just really unstoppable.
We'll go next to Chris Heidel.
Hey, Tommy, congratulations on the win. Just talking about, I want to be the first person to ask you, what's it feeling like going to an ACC title game in 2 weeks against probably the same team you played 3 weeks ago, maybe Clemson or Miami?
It feels amazing. A bunch of the guys, we really decided to focus this year, and we had a goal to go there. And, right now we're beyond ecstatic to be able to do that.
We'll go next to Matt Fortuna.
Hi, Tommy. I don't think a broadcast goes by without the announcers mentioning how much Kyron Williams just juices up the sideline in the offense with the way he plays and talks. Can you just describe a little bit about the impact and the energy he brings to everyone on the field?
No, yeah, for sure. Kyron, he's a playmaker, and, everything he does, it juices us up, and he brings that fire to us. Him, Book, the O-line, everyone's got a part in it, and I just love the way he just ignites himself.
We'll do one last call for questions for Tommy. If you have a question, please go ahead and raise your hand. We'll go next to Patrick Engel.
Hey, Tommy, going back to what you said on Ian and Javon staying after, how often would you notice those guys as you're leaving practice just still out there trying to iron some stuff out or get extra work in?
Whenever they would have anything wrong in practice or a play that they just didn't feel comfortable about, those guys would want to, even Book would do it with everyone that he didn't really feel comfortable about. He would be like, let's run it back one more time. Let's get that working one more time. And that's what I love about him, man. That leadership, you don't really see it anywhere else. And so, just them with their work ethic and what they bring every single day, like I said before and after practice, I love to be around them.
And we will wrap it up with Eric Hansen.
Tommy, I was curious it probably feels hard to answer this question because COVID changed the season so much, but what was it like playing in a conference this year? Did you like it? Was it markedly different in the way you went about your business?
Honestly, we kind of just did the same thing we've done in years past, is just refocus, just focus on one game at a time, never really focus on like a super grand scheme on the outcome, but we would just, play game by game. And in the ACC, it didn't really matter who we played as long as we just played against anybody this year, honestly.